So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So in today's class, we are going to discuss a very important case that has been in the news for the past 2-3 weeks, and that is Nimisha Priya case. And I'm sure you must be reading it in newspaper, coming it again and again. Okay. So we will discuss this in detail, and it has some link with Yemen Civil War also. Because of the Yemen Civil War, the thing has become So because of the Yemen civil war, the things have become quite complex. And the reason why this case has become more complex and difficult is because of the civil war happening in Yemen as well. So we'll discuss this. Okay. If you have not read it, no problem. We will discuss here. And so there are some Arabic words like diya, qisas, which are actually in the news related with that. We will discuss that as well. Okay. So am I audible, visible? Is everything fine? Is everything fine? If yes, then please write yes in the comments. Yes. Okay. One more thing I want to ask is, recently, yesterday there was some news regarding CLAT. I hope you are aware. Are you aware of that? आपको पता है? Some news regarding CLAT. Anyone? What is the news? When they have announced the exam date. When it is? The exam date for CLAT has been announced, and this is actually 7 December, 2nd p.m., 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And what is the problem with this date? Problem with this date. What is that problem? Not only the date, problem with the date as well as time, both. Yes, actually, yes. Very good. Kreshi says they were right. Adrija. Problem is actually, this is actually clashing with the CLAT exam. Not only that, even timings are also clashing. अगर ये भी होता ना, let's say for example 9 to 11 CLAT होता or 2 to 4 CLAT होता, and you have got the centers which are very near to that, and pass में होता center, then you could have attempted. हालांकि ऐसे भी होना doesn't make sense, but still. So of course, I believe I don't know how this has happened, because I'm sure those who were deciding it, they must be aware that CLAT has already released. So they had released on 17th June. This is the document, right? And they are deciding it on 20th July, almost more than 1 month. So when you know and I know that the date of CLAT is has been announced, it is on 7th December 2 to 4 p.m. I think they should have considered this. They should have taken some other date, like 14th December ले लेते, या उससे पहले लेते, Sunday को नहीं, कुछ और दिन ले लेते. They should have given at least 3-4 days of gap. So let us see what will happen. But I believe that they should change the date, and maybe some people will register protest also through like by sending emails or what are other provisions regarding it. Okay. So basically, the form filling will start from 1st August 2025. Okay, and will remain so until 31st October. So when the form filling will come, and please watch our classes or discuss, think in detail, then only fill the form. जल्दी जल्दी मत भर दिए कि पहले दिन आए, दूसरे दिन भर दिया, गलत सलत भर दिया, फिर बोल रहे हैं कि सर गलत हो गया. So you have to be very careful when you get a chance to fill the form. Please do not fill it in a hurry. You can take 1 week, 10 days time, or let's say 2 weeks. Okay, so do not fill in a hurry wrong for information. Okay. So that is what you should be knowing. Khair, this is the tentative date. So ये आपको ध्यान रखना है. अब let's see whether they will change the time date or not, because ideally they should be changing it, because CLAT has already announced 1 month back. So ideally CLAT should change the date. But let us see. देखो क्या होता है. So फिलहाल currently this is the date and this is the time of CLAT according to the yesterday's notification. Okay, so let's talk something more, since the CLAT date has already been announced. So this will be you will see these sessions on our YouTube classes. Okay, so Monday को 5:30 p.m. legal aptitude classes would be there. Tuesday को 5:30 p.m. quantitative techniques would be there. Thursday 5:30 p.m. English language. Friday 5:30 p.m. logical reasoning would be there. So these are the subjective session schedule. 5:30 p.m. from Monday to Friday. Okay. So Wednesday is not there. You have to be careful that Wednesday is not there. Okay. Okay. Yes. So now एक चीज और बताता हूँ, मैं डरा नहीं रहा हूँ, but yes, you have to be, you should calculate it. Today we are here, right? And exam is 7th यहाँ पे, ठीक है? So we are having how many days? So 31 यहाँ पर है, 30 यहाँ पर है, 31 यहाँ पर है, 30 यहाँ पर है, and 6 days यहाँ पर है, ठीक है? और यहाँ पे कितना दिन बचा? 3 2 5 3 8 2 10 10 days इधर है. अब ऐड करो 31 is 62 and 60 122 है ना, plus 6 128 plus 138 days you have total. Okay, now you have to be very careful. Why I'm telling you, because from आज का दिन को remove around 138 days you are having, and now you have to be very crystal clear. You have to be very selective and smart in reading your content. ठीक है? One thing I have told you already, but still I'll telling you, आपकी English reading skill should be good. This you all should be knowing. I have told it time and again, because this plays an important role in solving the questions fast in the examination hall. Okay, especially in case of English, GK, and legal reasoning, because they give you passages. So to read the passage fast, your English reading skill is good. Please try to improve it by reading newspapers. Okay. So let us begin with Nimisha Priya case. We are starting with this case of Nimisha Priya case and the link with Yemen Civil War. So let us begin with the first question, and I think this question you all should be knowing it. She is actually originally from which state of India? Yes, monthly current affairs will come. Okay, I will take those classes. Whatever are left, I will cover it. Okay, so nothing to worry. वो भी मैं लूंगा. Originally belongs to which state? Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Goa. What is the right answer to this question? I hope by this time you must have read little bit about at least Nimisha Priya case, right? Krishi Sasdeva, Nandini, Adok, you all are right. She's actually from the state of Kerala. So basically, what is the case? So she's a nurse from Kerala. Okay. ओके एंड देखो अब इसमें क्या है, लेट मी टॉक अबाउट इट. समवेयर अराउंड 2008 शी वेंट टू यमन, है ना. प्रिया मूव फ्रॉम केरला टू यमन फॉर वर्क. सो 2008 अगर आप करोगे 1987 से, सो हार्डली शी वुड बी अराउंड 21 years of age. Video is stuck. Yes, Ashim will come with the monthly current affairs of June. I don't know what is happening. I think it's fine. Was ki Nimisha Priya in 2008 when she was hardly around 21 years of age. I audible? I don't know what happened. Is my voice clear now? Is it clear? Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Fine. So we're talking about this, that in the year 2008, she went from Kerala to Yemen. What is the capital of Yemen? So the capital of Yemen is Sana'a. Okay. So by that time, everything was fine because there was Yemen was there. There was no civil war at that time, and everything was working smooth. Okay. Now what happens is that in she was working from 2008 to 2014, and around that she worked as a nurse in some hospital. So she worked as an employee. Is it clear? पता नहीं क्या हो गया आज. I think voice is clear. So basically what happened was in the year 2008, she moved to Yemen. From 2008 to 2014, she worked as a nurse in 2014. Okay. Now after that, she decided to set up her own business, own clinic. Okay. So in 2014, in Sana'a, in 2014, now she decides to set up her own clinic. But in the country of Yemen, if you want, since you are not a citizen, you need actually a citizen who should be a business partner. Okay. And who will actually, the clinic would be registered in his name, something like that. And you can then register, use your, or you can say, run your clinic, something like that. Okay. And who's the person? So she took the help of a person called as Talal Abdo Mahdi, a local businessman. So he can be considered as a business partner of Nimisha Priya. Okay. And they opened Al Aman Medical Clinic, a 14-bed facility, means a sort of a small hospital type something. Okay. So you can see. And she earned a lot of money along with her husband. I mean, financing the move with money. So she had actually invested money also in this clinic. But what happened was she opened her clinic in 2014, and the same year, December 2014, what happens? She invested a new hospital or a small hospital. She invested in that hospital along with Talal Abdo Mahdi to set up her hospital or a small level clinic. But what happened was in December 2014, or you can say around March 2015, the Yemen Civil War officially broke out. Okay. Now the things started changing from here. When Civil War happened, what is the problem? She decided to resolve to stay in the country. Why? Because she has invested huge amount of money. Whatever she earned from 2008 to 14 there as a nurse, she invested in 2014 in a business. ओके तब हुआ क्या जब किसी ने इन्वेस्ट सिंस यू हैव ऑलरेडी इन्वेस्टेड सच एन अमाउंट ऑफ मनी यू डोंट वांट टू कम आउट सो इजीली है ना सो शी डिसाइडेड टू स्टे इन द कंट्री कंसीडरिंग द अमाउंट ऑफ मनी शी हैड इन्वेस्टेड इनटू हर क्लिनिक क्योंकि उन्होंने निमिषा ने ऑलरेडी इतना पैसा इन्वेस्ट कर दिया था और सोचे कि अब हम यही रहेंगे अगर सिविल वॉर हो रहा तो भी बट व्हाट हैपेंड वाज आफ्टर द सिविल वॉर स्टार्टेड एटसेट्रा she had started having her issues with the Mahdi with the same guy, this Talal Abdo Mahdi, the businessman. Okay, why? According to Priya, Nimisha Priya, she said that this person had stolen her funds, threatened her physically, and claimed at times to be her husband. So this person had officially claimed that she's my wife or something like that. And Mahdi had actually, according to Priya, Mahdi had stolen funds from her, threatened her physically, etc., etc. So much so that according to Priya, this person had confiscated her passport, any passport which छीन के रख लिया था, and other important documents so that she cannot go speak to India and come back to India, something like that. तो मतलब मामला इतना खराब हो गया कि उसने तलाल मेहदी ने इनका पासपोर्ट भी छीन लिया और इंडिया जाने से, इंडिया में लोगों से बात करने से भी मना कर दिया, रेगुलेट कर दिया. What happened was she tried to approach the police in 2016, but nothing happened. Okay. तो उन्होंने निमिशा ने कोशिश किया कि पुलिस को इन्फॉर्म करे, कुछ शायद सॉल्यूशन मिल जाए, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू हर नथिंग मच हैड हैपेंड. ओके, तो दैट इज व्हाट द केस. एंड आफ्टर दैट एक्चुअली व्हाट हैपेंस वी विल डिस्कस. इसके बाद क्या होता है? फर्स्ट वी विल डिस्कस येमेन सिविल वॉर, देन वी विल डिस्कस फर्दर फ्रॉम हियर. ठीक है, इसके बाद हम लोग येमेन सिविल वॉर के बारे में जानते हैं. See what happened was, I hope you all are aware, so it started in December 2014 के आसपास शुरू हो गया था. And if you see it carefully, so this is India, this is Yemen. Now, so somewhere around late 2014, yeah, beginning of 2015, है ना? Yeah, beginning of 2015, you can see it started. Okay. So what happened was, if you see it carefully, there is no government. One government. अगर आप गौर से देखो, ये वाला जो हिस्सा ईस्टर्न रीजन, दिस इज पिंक रीजन, which is controlled by Republic of Yemen, recognized officially by United Nation. ये वाला हिस्सा. Okay, the green wala hissa hai, this you have to see it carefully. This is actually controlled by Supreme Political Council, जिसको Houthis कहते हैं. I am sure you must have read about Houthis. Okay, जो सना है, जो कैपिटल वो यहीं आता है, सना is there, which is controlled by Houthis. Yes, this is very important. यही सारा concept समझना. So Yemen Civil War से this thing became very complicated. Okay, अब देख सकते हो September 2014 से when Houthi took force of the capital of Sana'a. And this incident of Nimisha Priya happened here in Sana'a. So for all practical purpose, the jurisdiction actually lies with the Houthis. Whether it's a judiciary and other police administration, everything is in the hand of Houthis, not under the hand of Republic of Yemen, which is recognized officially by United Nations. Okay, ठीक है. So yeah, this ये ध्यान रखिएगा, आप दिमाग में रखिए जब हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे फर्दर. ठीक है. So that is what is being talked about. तो मैं बहुत हिस्ट्री में नहीं जा रहा हूं, बट आपको एक रफ आइडिया होना चाहिए दैट यस हाउथीज आर कंट्रोलिंग इट, एंड दैट इज व्हाट ना यू शुड बी नोइंग अबाउट. नाउ अब क्या हो गया कि इंडिया हैव नॉट येट ऑफिशियली रिकॉग्नाइज्ड हाउथीज. सो व्हाट वी हैव डन इज टू, कि सना में कैपिटल था, एंड आफ्टर दैट दिस सिविल वॉर हैपेंड. सो वी हैव शिफ्टेड ऑल दोस थिंग्स रिलेटेड विद येमेन टू रियाद एम्बेसी इन सऊदी अरब. ओके, सो फॉर ऑल प्रैक्टिकल पर्पस ऑफिशियल जो एम्बेसी, अगर आप इनके जाओगे, देखो रियाद सऊदी अरब एम्बेसी ऑफ इंडिया, और यहाँ वीजा सर्विसेज येमेन, ऑल्दो इट इज रिस्ट्रिक्टेड नाउ, बट यस दैट इज द आइडिया. इफ यू वांट टू हैव एनीथिंग, देखो यहाँ पे सना था कैपिटल, हियर इंडियन एम्बेसी वाज देयर, नाउ इट हैज शिफ्टेड टू हियर रियाद. रियाद इज एक्चुअली इन द सऊदी अरबिया. सो सऊदी अरब में वी आर ऑलरेडी हैविंग एन एम्बेसी, इंडियन एम्बेसी टू सऊदी अरब in Riyadh. So in the same building, now we are running the Yemen embassy also. Why? Because of civil war. यहाँ चले गए. Okay. So that is why it is difficult for New Delhi to talk to directly to Sana'a, because we do not have like a strict form of embassy there. Technically, currently, I think there are regulations. Indians cannot go in Yemen. Yes, we will discuss Krishi. We will discuss that. अभी नहीं, फिलहाल नहीं जा सकते. And if you want to go, or you have to contact some people in, then you have to go with the help of Saudi Arab embassy. Okay, एक चीज आपको पता होनी चाहिए. दूसरा, एक और जो एम्बेसी का कुछ हिस्सा उठ के यहाँ जिबूटी में आ गए. जिबूटी इज देयर. ओके, so it is Djibouti. Official embassy is located in Sana'a, the capital city. However, है ना, अब देखो इंडियन एम्बेसी was relocated to Djibouti also. So some working is happening from Djibouti also. ठीक है. अच्छा, अब ये बताओ, because Djibouti is near to Yemen, है ना, which country's military base is here? Anyone? किस कंट्री का मिलिट्री बेस यहां है? वेरी फेमस, चाइना का। हाँ, बाबल मंदब इज देयर, राइट। हाँ, चाइना's military base is there. ये जो वाटर, ये जो पतला सा जगह है, उसको कहते हैं बाबल मंदब। And here you will find China's military base, part of Belt and Road Initiative. आप YouTube पे सर्च करना Belt and Road Initiative career launcher, है ना? We have discussed about it. Belt and Road Initiative career launcher law entrance, search करना, you will get it. That's also important. खैर, so we're talking about it. So for our practical purpose, यहाँ पर कोई उतना strongly established embassy नहीं है because of the Yemen Civil War and Houthis are ruling in that country. So चाहे तो आप यहाँ से रियाद से करवाओ कुछ with the help of रियाद, है ना, because Indian embassies, Yemen's embassy is here, or you can take the help with the help of Djibouti से कुछ करवाओ करके, है ना. So through this route, not directly like because there is no embassy as such officially in Yemen because we are having the civil war is happening. है ना, आप देख सकते हो 16 November 2021 Indian embassy in Yemen shifted to Djibouti. Okay. Now, please tell me, in 2015 when this civil war happened, Indians were evacuated back under which operation? What is the name of that operation called? Now, this is not a current affairs, you can say, but since it is a part of this topic, Nimisha Priya case, that is why I'm discussing, because they CLAT have a habit of asking questions from the past also. वो पीछे का उठा के पूछ लेते हैं कोई चीज न्यूज में. If something is in the news, they ask, go in the past and ask from there. बताइए, व्हाट इज ऑपरेशन? भूल गया, ऑपरेशन राहत. ठीक है, याद रखिएगा. ओके, हियर इज ऑपरेशन राहत. लेट मी शो, है ना, RAAHAT है ना, RAAHAT. ठीक है. So under Operation Rahat, Indians were brought back from Yemen when the civil war broke in 2015. Okay, ये 2015 का है. So that is what you should be knowing. तो ये background है. Now अब आपने देखा होगा when the matter was being heard in the Supreme Court, है ना, the central government had said why the government can't do much to save Indian nurse. Okay, execution in Yemen. So of course the reason is Houthis, like we do not have direct embassy, and since there is a civil war happening, so talks becomes very difficult. है ना, बात करना, किससे बात करें, कैसे बात करना, वो थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाता है. And R. Venkat Ramani, Mr. Attorney General, Mr. R. Venkat Ramani said that we have limit of diplomatic outreach, citing the complex situation in Yemen war. So complex मतलब वही civil war, है ना. Okay. To know, because now it is very very important. अरे यार, फिर स्टक कर गया. फिर स्टक कर गया. Is it fine? I think it's fine. पता नहीं, I don't know what is happening. I'll try my best to ensure. That Houthis were also involved in this, है ना. तो ठीक है, इन दिस इजराइल पैलेस्टीन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट आल्सो, है ना. ओके फाइन. तो हम लोग बात कर रहे थे 2000, ये हो गया, तो वी आर डन विद दिस कि 2014-15 में शी ओपनड हर मेडिकल क्लिनिक, and the moment she invested such a huge amount of money for setting up her clinic along with Talal Abdul Mahdi, the civil war happened and she decided not to leave because she has invested huge amount of money. Already काफी invest कर दिया था, तो वापस आने में थोड़ा सा रोक रही थी ना. But later on what happened कि Mahdi से लड़ाई हो गई. This person, she had started, I mean, according to her, Mahdi stole her funds, पैसा चोर, physically husband or something like that, confiscated, snatched her passport, उनका passport वगैरह भी छीन लिया, etc. Okay, है ना. He opened a new clinic but refused to share his income with her, है ना. तो ये हो गया कि जब बिजनेस पार्टनर है तो आप शेयर कीजिएगा ना 50-50 या जो भी अग्रीमेंट हुआ होगा, है ना. So that is what she was not allowed to speak to family in Kerala, etc. Okay, we are coming to that. कृषि सचदेवा, उस पर आ रहा हूं मैं, है ना. So अब एक दिन क्या हुआ कि चूंकि when the things crossed, मतलब द लिमिट, तो प्रिया अलॉन्ग विद अ फेलो नर्स हनान, इन दोनों ने मिलकर क्या किया कि मेहदी को सेडेट करे. सेडेट मतलब होता है कि कोई ऐसी चीज दे रहे जिससे उसको नींद आ जाओ, समथिंग लाइक दैट, है ना, a sort of so that the person can go in unconscious state. So ketamine, according to the Wikipedia, they have said कि ketamine was injected, but it died of an overdose. मतलब उन्होंने कहा, प्रिया और उनके वकील ने कहा था कि नहीं, they did not want to kill the person but just to sedate, यानी कि बेहोश हो जाए, अनकॉन्शियस, ताकि उनके घर से जाके पासपोर्ट वगैरह वापस ले सके. So according to her advocate, her intention was not to kill but to sedate to such an extent that he should become unconscious and she can retrieve her passport from his house. But हुआ क्या कि she was arrested and all, because he died and she was arrested finally, etc., on the border of Yemen and Saudi Arabia, etc. And न्यूज में ये चला दिए थे कि वो उसके हस्बैंड है, but that is not case. That is a wrong statement. Okay, that is what you should know. And she was found guilty of murder of Mahdi. And एक सुप्रीम कोर्ट के लॉयर, उन्होंने कहा था कि एवरीथिंग हैपन इन अरबिक, ऑल द ट्रायल्स हैपन इन अरबिक, एंड इट वाज बिकॉज दैट इज द लैंग्वेज बीइंग स्पोकन इन यमन. It was difficult for her to understand the things and proceedings. That was also the thing. Later on, बाद में, and 2018 में when she was found guilty, Save Nimisha Priya International Action Council was also set up, and they are trying their best to bring her back, है ना. तो इसमें क्या है, November 2023, Yemen Supreme Judicial Council rejected Priya's appeal, etc. Okay. तो फिर पैसा, अब ये ब्लड मनी मैं बताता हूँ क्या एग्जैक्टली, विल डिस्कस अबाउट इट बिकॉज दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है. इसके बाद दिसंबर लिखा, दिसंबर 2023, यमनी प्रेसिडेंट राशिद अल अलमी अप्रूव प्रियास डेथ सेंटेंस. ये उतना सही नहीं है स्टेटमेंट. ओके. द रीजन इज राशिद अल अलमी इज एक्चुअली द there were confusing reports that President Rashid Al Alimi, the leader of recognized government, approved their death. However, it was clarified that it is a case of Houthi-led territory. ठीक है. तो ये वाली बात जो विकिपीडिया में लिखी हुई है, दिस इज नॉट करेक्ट एक्चुअली. ठीक है. ओके. सो हाउथीज के जो लीडर है, दिस इज द लीडर ऑफ हाउथीज, चेयरमैन ऑफ सुप्रीम पॉलिटिकल काउंसिल ऑफ यमन. दिस इज द पर्सन. ओके. हिज नेम इज महदी अल मशात. एंड डिस्प्यूट किससे होगा? राशिद अल अलमी से. सो ही इज डिस्प्यूट, है ना. सो राशिद अल अलमी इज ऑन वन साइड एंड द अदर साइड इज हाउथीज, है ना, महदी अल मशात. Am I getting stuck? Sometimes पता नहीं क्या हो गया आज. हाँ, मैं बताता हूँ फिर से, कोई बात नहीं. देखो, इट वॉज सेड कि राशिद अल अलमी, द यमन प्रेसिडेंट, अप्रूव्ड हर डेथ सेंटेंस, बट दिस इज नॉट अ करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट because Rashid Al Alemi is the Yemen's president, not in the Houthis region. In the Houthis region, it is being controlled by Mahdi Al Mashad. He is the Houthis leader. Okay. Okay. And this person is actually from the other side, which is recognized by UN. So, of course, he cannot approve anything. So that is what I said. This was a wrong report that Rashid Al Alemi approved the death sentence because, of course, he is not from Yemen. He is not from Houthi region. We have discussed the lack of diplomatic challenge with Houthis has made the negotiations difficult. Diplomatic talks ban nahi pa raha hai. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. Now let's talk about what is blood money. So there are two terms that is being used here. One is called as diya and another is called as qisas. Can anyone tell me what is diya and what is qisas? कोई बता सकता है? दिया इज एक्चुअली ब्लड मनी. देखो मैं बताता हूँ, लेट मी टेल यू. ठीक है, बिकॉज इट इज इन द न्यूज. देखो, आपने देखा होगा, है ना, निमिशा प्रिया's fate hangs between दिया and qisas, and this you should be knowing. देखो होता क्या है, if the person, let's say, if Nimisha Priya has Now the thing is there are two cases. So कोर्ट ये तो जज फैसला सुनाएंगे. Okay. अरे यार क्या हो रहा है? Is it getting stuck again? पता नहीं. What is happening? ठीक है, so I'll tell you again. Nimisha Priya, it is proven in the court, the judge has found guilty that she has murdered Mehdi. Okay. Now it is proven this process happens in the court. And the judge declares that, okay, I have heard both the arguments and I have seen that, yes, she is the person who has actually murdered her. Now the thing is, who will forgive? Is there any provision of forgiveness? So forgiveness lies with the Mahdi's relative, near relative. Okay. Now there are two things. If the near relative will say, no, I want qisas. Qisas means badla ko badla, eye for an eye. Matlab, I want her to be hanged. Since she has killed पता नहीं आज क्या हो रहा है. Okay, let me tell you again. So basically यहाँ से बता देता हूं मैं जहां से स्टक हुआ था. There are two provisions of forgiving. I mean, there are two provisions that can happen. So first, the judge has found her guilty. Now there are two scope. One, qisas means the near relative will tell, near relative of the person who died will tell, no, I want the revenge. Qisas. The person should be hanged, or what you call it as eye for an eye. Other is diya. Diya means blood money. Means कि if the Nimisha Priya and her relative can arrange a particular amount of money and give it as a to the relatives, a particular money, this is called as blood money, then we can forgive. But this forgiveness comes from the relative, not from the judge. Is it clear? जिसकी डेथ हुई है उसके रिलेटिव जो अगर चाहे तो बोले किसास चाहिए, यानी कि फांसी की सजा होनी चाहिए, यानी बदला, आई फॉर एन आई. और दूसरा कह सकता है कि चलो ठीक है दिया, यानी मैं माफ किया लेकिन आपको एक पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट ऑफ मनी देना होगा. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज ब्लड मनी. उसी को दिया कहते हैं. इज इट क्लियर? इज इट क्लियर? I hope it's clear. So basically that is what is blood money. So Indian Express की article थी, है ना. So diya in Islamic law means, है ना, may forgive, choose to forgive the murder in exchange for a monetary compensation. ठीक है? Yes. So it is actually quoting it from the Holy Book Quran that yes, it's said for in case of murder, a free man for a free man, a slave for a slave. Means if a person has killed another person, then he should be hanged. Okay. Now the thing is, but if the offender is pardoned by the victim's guardian, again, victim's relatives and guardian, in that case, with the help of blood money, actually, she should be decided fearlessly by payment made courteously. This is a concession and a mercy from your Lord. देखो, this is being quoted, Quran is being quoted. मतलब इसमें लिख रहे हैं वही बात, सेम चीज कि if someone has done a murder, he should be hanged. अगर किसी ने मर्डर किया तो उसको फांसी सजा हो जानी चाहिए. A free man for a free man, like that, है ना. मतलब an eye for an eye जिसको कहते हैं ना. लेकिन अगर वो चाहे तो माफ भी किया सकता है, अगर, है ना, कंसेशन थोड़ा सा दिया गया, मर्सी दिया गया, एंड दैट मर्सी इज इफ द विक्टिम्स रिलेटिव और द गार्जियन एक्सेप्ट्स इट कि चलो ठीक है, आई विल टेक सम मनी, ब्लड मनी, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज दिया, एंड आई विल अलाउ यू टू लिव. ठीक है, आई एम फॉरगिविंग यू. Now the question is there any limit? So देखो ये इंडियन एक्सप्रेस की आर्टिकल है. Scholars believe that the idea is to encourage the virtue of forgiveness. आइडिया ये है कि माफी को प्रमोट किया जाए, माफ करने को. ओके, बट ऑल्सो प्रोवाइड सम रिपेरेटिव जस्टिस, यानी कुछ आपको ऐसा फाइन या पेनाल्टी तो देना चाहिए, है ना. द स्क्रिप्चर्स डू नॉट सेट एनी स्पेसिफिक अमाउंट एज कंपनसेशन. यानी स्क्रिप्चर्स यानी जो बुक है, जो रिलीजियस बुक है, इसमें exact amount नहीं mention किया, but actually it is arrived with the negotiation between the murderer and the family and the relative and the victim's family. इन्हें बातचीत करके जो विक्टिम की फैमिली है और जिन्होंने मर्डर किया है उनकी फैमिली बात करके बस एक नेगोशिएशन हो जाएगी, ठीक है हम इतना पर अग्री कर जाएंगे. ओके. However, some Islamic countries have set minimum compensation amount. हालांकि स्क्रिप्चर में ऐसा मिनिमम या मैक्सिमम नहीं मेंशन्ड है. ओके. Scripture does not talk about it, but yes, with the negotiation you can arrive at a particular amount. But some Islamic countries have set minimum compensation. Okay, that is what is being talked. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear till now? Because you all were asking, मैंने देखा था कि सर उसका कोई minimum amount, maximum amount है. So actually scriptures में as such there is no mention. ठीक है. So अब उसके बाद क्या होता है कि victims का brother कह रहे हैं कि no, I want qisas. That is what we had seen in the news, etc. Means I'm not interested in taking blood money or something like that. No mercy for Nimisha Priya, says brother of man killed by Kerala nurse in Yemen. So that was actually in the news. Okay. ये इंडिया में हो सकता नहीं. शर्मा, there is no such provision of दिया and qisas in India. इंडिया में जो forgiveness होता है चाहे तो जज करेंगे, चाहे तो you have to go to the president, pardon and article 72 और governor 191 I think would be there. 815 161 क्या नहीं, आप देख लेना. 72 में है प्रेसिडेंट के अंदर. ठीक है. आर्टिकल 72 यू रीड पार्डनिंग पावर ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट या जज जुडिशरी से होता है फॉरगिवनेस. देयर इज नो केस की जो रिलेटिव है वो माफ कर दे ब्लड मनी देकर. दैट कॉन्सेप्ट इज नॉट देयर इन इंडिया एज फार एज माय नॉलेज कंसर्न. ठीक है. Okay, so we're talking about it, but she was supposed to be hanged on 16 July, but because of some reason it was postponed on last moment. Okay. Now, तो अब इसमें बात आ रही थी कि there is one person is a grand mufti in from South India, Sheikh Abu Bakr Ahmad, and he had played an important role because I think he has some influence in that region, and that is why these were the things coming in. Ki last minute intervention by Sheikh Abu Bakr Ahmad. He is actually a scholar from South India, and he talked with the Houthis and all. ये बात आ रही थी. So is officially known as this. His full name is this: Kanthapuram A.B. Abu Bakr Musliar or Sheikh Abu Bakr Ahmad, Grand Mufti of India. So it is said that he helped delay the hanging. Okay. Now उसके बाद क्या हुआ? उसके बाद the matter went to the Supreme Court and the central government because people filed a petition, Save Nimisha Priya Foundation, because they want कि delegation should be allowed. We should allow, the government should allow. Why? Because currently there is travel ban. ओके. तो जिन्होंने पिटिशन फाइल की मैं बताता हूँ, सेव निमिषा प्रिया इंटरनेशनल एक्शन फाउंडेशन है ना. सो दिस इज द लॉयर राजेंट बसंत. ही इज द लॉयर ऑफ निमिषा प्रिया. ओके. एंड ही सेड कि प्लीज अलाउ, द गवर्नमेंट शुड अलाउ अस. करेंटली देयर इज अ ट्रैवल बैन टू येमेन, सो द गवर्नमेंट शुड अलाउ us, means a few people, to go and talk, make some representation to the government which they are free to move. ठीक है. तो इसमें मैं बताता हूँ क्या. And first we need defer the sentence. And the only request I have is this: we need to pardon the first, and blood money comes as second. पहले ये माफी हो जाए, नहीं agree तो कर जाए. The relative should agree that okay, I will agree for diya, not for qisas. है ना. तो petitioner ने क्या, lawyer ने कहा कि पहले हमको उनके रिलेटिव को ये कन्विंस करना है कि आप इसके लिए अग्री हो जाए, इसके लिए नहीं, है ना. उसके बाद फिर हम लोग अगर वो मान जाएंगे चलो ठीक है, देन ब्लड मनी कम्स एज अ सेकंड स्टेज कि हम लोग फिर नेगोशिएट करेंगे, अच्छा कितना पैसा लीजिएगा, व्हाट विल द अमाउंट यू वांट टू टेक. व्हाई दिस आई एम टेलिंग यू? बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स द ब्रदर हैज सेड कि नो, आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन दिया, आई वांट रिवेंज और समथिंग लाइक दैट. इसीलिए तो लॉयर ने कहा कि पहले तो हम उनसे जाके पार्डन करवाएं, माफी के लिए सॉल्व करवाएं कि हिज द रिलेटिव ऑफ द पर्सन हु डाइड, है ना. वी हैव टू टॉक अबाउट दैट. So he said that there is a travel ban, means from India you cannot officially go to Yemen right now. Permission. तो ये जो बसंत साहब है, he said absolutely I must inform your lordship and the government of India, a very well revered religious scholar from Kerala is also involved in this. तो वही उन्हीं के बारे में बोल रहे हैं, that scholar, that his admission apparently was talking about the same person, है ना, that he had intervened to Is it clear? पता नहीं क्या उधर है, खैर. So the petitioner, the lawyer said of the Nimisha Priya Foundation case, है ना, he said कि please request the government that 2-3 people should be allowed, 2-3 लोगों को जाने दिया जाए. उसमें से एक जो है वो जो क्लेरिक है उनके एक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव को भी जाने दिया जाए, यानी उनके कोई रिलेटिव क्लोज आदमी को, बिकॉज ही हैज कॉन्टैक्ट्स इन यमन, तो हो सकता है वो कुछ कन्विंस वगैरह करवा दे. ओके, अनलेस द गवर्नमेंट परमिट्स मी एंड रिलैक्सेस दिस, वी कैन नॉट गो एनीवेयर. मतलब चूंकि देयर इज अ ट्रैवल बैन, सो दे हैव फाइल्ड अ पिटीशन. मिस्टर बसंत इज द लॉयर. उन्होंने ये कहा है कि प्लीज अलाउ, टेल द गवर्नमेंट, they have filed a petition the Supreme Court, please tell the government that allow us to go there along with the representative of this cleric, because that cleric has contact. मतलब लॉयर ने कहा कि इनका जो है ना, इनका कुछ कांटेक्ट वगैरह है यमन में, वहां हाउतीज, वहां जहाँ पे उस लोकल रीजन में इंपैक्ट होगा, कुछ होगा इन्फ्लुएंस, so he may can influence like the pardoning process or something like that. तो इनके एक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव को अलाउ किया जाए to go, allow one of the representative to go there. Okay, that is being talked about. So whether the government can consider that, ideally if the government is okay with it, one representative can go, but I cannot, only because of, okay, so these are the things. I don't think anything formally can happen at this point. There are so many factors like inter-country relations. तो भाई उन्होंने अटॉर्नी जनरल साहब ने कहा कि अभी देखना पड़ेगा कि फॉर्मली अलाउ किया सकता है कि नहीं. कोर्ट ने साफ ये कह दिया ना कि भाई देखो ये सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट शुड डिसाइड, व्हाई शुड आई, मतलब ऑन एनी ग्रुप. सो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने फाइनली ये कहा कि ठीक है भाई, इट इज नॉट अप टू द गवर्नमेंट टू डिसाइड which group should be sent, how many people should be sent, whether the representative of that Grand Mufti should be allowed to go, or whether only the relatives should be allowed to go. That is the government should decide. ठीक है, मतलब जुडिशरी इसमें क्या इंटरफेयर करे ना, तो what should the Supreme Court be doing? I mean, this has to be decided by the government level. That is what they have said, है ना. Okay. हाँ, अब एक चीज और मैं बता रहा हूं. प्लीज टेल मी which country currently can help us also in talking with Houthis. बता सकते हो? Any country, एक तो वो ग्रैंड मुफ्ती हो गया, but there is one country that can also help. कोई गेस कर सकते हो? What is the function of Attorney General? Attorney General is the senior most lawyer of the central government. Someone is asking. Which country can help us? Iran. Very good, Krishi Sachdeva. Right. Saudi भी कर सकते हैं, but I think it's more important to be Iran because Iran has influence. How? Yes, very good, Krishi Sachdeva. Great. Huh? We had discussed about axis of resistance. Which of the following is not a member of axis of resistance? ये तीनों हैं, मैंने आपको बताया था, है ना. So we had discussed it कि ये मैंने बताया था कि ईरान is supporting हिजबुल्लाह, है ना. यहाँ पर यमन में हाउतीज, है ना. Then there are many others, Hamas in Gaza. So of course axis of resistance को कहते हैं. So Iran is actually supporting this, है ना. They are backing Houthis. Okay. So basically if we can contact Indian embassy in Tehran and they can talk कि चलो भाई कुछ करवा दो, तो हो सकता है शायद ईरान में influence. That can also be the case. तो वही कोशिश किया जा रहा है in touch with friendly governments. Friendly government means भाई ईरान की बात हो रही है mainly, कि शायद वो कुछ influence करा दे, maybe they can talk and there is some scope of negotiations. ठीक है. अच्छा, अब एक चीज और बताते हैं, people have confusion. Senior most lawyer is Attorney General. Second most senior is Solicitor General. Then we have ASGs. So Mr. Tushar Mehta is the second senior most. Attorney General is second senior most, Article 76 Indian Constitution. जबकि ये सब तो होता भी नहीं है. Solicitor General, ASGs, they are not mentioned in the Constitution. Attorney General is mentioned. This is a PYQ of ALET. Which of the following is the statutory in nature or constitutional in nature? इस तरह क्वेश्चन पूछा हुआ है. So Attorney General is the senior most. Solicitor General is the second senior most lawyer. Okay, so what is the name of the Houthis? Other name of Houthis? इस तरह क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. That's why I'm asking. Similar question was asked. नहीं 24 में. Here the answer is B, Ansar Allah. Hezbollah is based in Lebanon. रबर मौसम किसको कहते हैं? सुप्रीम लीडर ऑफ ईरान. resistance Houthi is very much in the news. Please read it. Okay? And Hamas in Lebanon, ये भी न्यूज में था, और ईरान हाउथीज ये सब एक्सेस ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस का पार्ट है ना. So this is all about today's class. We have discussed about it, है ना. तो मैंने आपको बता दिया कि हाउथीज, अंसारुल्लाह, प्लीज रीड द विकिपीडिया पेज. एक्सेस ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस, इस्लामिक रेजिस्टेंस मूवमेंट, क्लैट 2024 पूछा था एग्जाम में. ठीक है. This class here, it got disturbed due to disruptions, technical disruptions. So thank you everyone. I'll try my best. Nothing should happen again. So thanks for watching. Have a nice day.